All our memory bearings from the time. They were all damaged in the blackout. But there are sometimes fragments.
You've got a little boy. Shows you his butterfly collection. Lost the kill jar.
I take him to the doctor.
There's a wasp crawling on your fur.
I'd kill it.
You're reading a magazine and you come across a new photo of a girl.
Is this testing whether I'm a replicant or a lesbian, Mr. Deckard?
Just answer the question, please.
It was unclear what she was. At least to someone. This was a test. We were difficult to spot then. Was there anything unusual about how you found her? To warrant an official investigation?
You know how people are about old serial numbers. Everyone just sleeps better when they know where they got to. She likes him.
Who?
This Officer Deckard. She's trying to provoke him.
It is invigorating being asked personal questions. Makes one feel desire. Do you enjoy your work, officer?
Please thank Mr. Wallace for your time.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Have you ever been in an institution? Cells.
Cells.
Do they keep you in a cell? Cells.
Cells.
When you're not performing your duties, do they keep you in a little box? Cells.
This causes it. This causes it. This causes it. Information overload. All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves.
You are listening to the High Tech Low Life podcast, a cyberpunk media retrospective. High Tech Low Life contains language and themes not suitable for all audiences, as well as spoilers for the content being covered. Listener discretion is advised.
Y'all ready to get Leto-pilled? Welcome back to the 100th episode of the High Tech Low Life podcast with your hosts Eric and Josh. I'm Eric.
I'm Josh.
We are here to talk Blade Runner 2049. Finally, after all this time, after all these episodes, 100 of them. And we're not alone. Thank the gods. Welcome back. Musician, formerly podcaster, maybe one day again, and immense talent, Mr. Sean Faust.
Hey, great to be back here. Great to be back. It's weird. You guys are kind of breaking your thing here because you're actually celebrating the 100th episode on the 100th episode.
I know, it's weird, right?
I don't know how to feel about this,
but
I'm glad to be here.
We're turning over a new leaf with this podcast, or at least we've decided to try.
Well, judging by the movie we watched, there are no leaves. Oh, there's a scene of leaves, but she's making that shit up. It's his daughter. Oh, wait, spoiler alert.
Oh no, spoiler alert. We have an automated voice that tells you at the beginning of this that there will be spoilers, so don't worry.
That's true. And you also use language that isn't suitable for most. Wait,
I don't remember.
Language that isn't suitable for most children. Like nobody under the age of 18 should be listening to this show.
Some children are cool. They'll get it.
I get it, but I mean, but everybody should be watching Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
And I would like to think that. I don't know how to word this, so I'll say I'm an expert on this because as it's famously known on your shows, I'm not at all a fan of the first movie.
Yeah, we have to bring this up. Sean does not like the original Blade Runner.
I don't. There are things in it that I love, but as a whole, it doesn't do it for me. Now, I've grown in the past few years, but that's because I heard your voices. And now that I'm back to regular size, It's good to be back. It's not for me, but
the moment you said I've grown in the last few years, I'm like, this is going to be a penis joke, right? And then you delivered it. I was very happy that you did.
But I didn't mean to, but I realized where I was. And I know that this is a safe space and we can talk about these things.
It is. It's a safe space to talk about our dicks.
Right.
I gotta mention, I was expecting a little bit more pushback from Josh when I asked if everybody's ready to get Leto pilled. Because I know Josh is not a fan of Jared, our good buddy Jared.
Well, I'll tell you.
I will say he is a triple threat to minors, to women, and to box office totals.
Oh my God!
You made that joke last week.
Come on, man.
The let it slide.
Yeah,
because it's good.
I've got tickets to see Ares. I'm excited.
I'm ready for it.
I guess we'll be talking about that at some point as well, huh?
We absolutely will.
I guess that means I have to watch it, huh?
Sean Tron will return.
Sean Tron.
I don't know if either of you have heard the score.
No, I'm kind of, and I'm sorry to interrupt you because I don't want to know anything. It's really weird because in 2010, for some reason, I ended up getting like a free MP3 of The Game Is Changed, or The Game Is Changed from the Legacy score. Mm-hmm. And I remember listening to it a lot, going, "Wow, like these guys understand. Like they got their homework." And just judging by what Trent has been doing film score wise for the past how many years, I'm sure he understands his assignment as well. I heard half of the song, and there's a part of me that's like, I hope this is only on the end credits because I don't want to hear Trent singing and narrating what's happening on screen. But I really do like.
Now Lebowski's going to get on his cycle.
Right.
That's how it goes.
That one I'm pretty sure is like an end credits song.
It's gotta be, but like, hey lady from the X-Files, hey Scully, stop the world now. Like, I don't want to hear that.
I think the most interesting thing about the score is I really, and there's no way we'll ever get this information, I really want to know how much Disney paid Trent Reznor to operate under the name 9 Inch Nails for a movie score.
Right.
Because
okay.
it has to be astro-fucking-nomical. Like, it has to be their normal score, what he and Ross charge for a normal score, plus like 50%.
Well, here's the thing, though. There's also the selling point, though, because people don't go to the theaters most.
Yeah, I mean...
Because everything's coming to streaming within 3 months. So now we need a selling point. 9 Inch Nails, cool. Like, everybody, like, all 9 Inch Nails fans know Trent Reznor. Cool. Here we go. And Atticus as well.
That's why I don't get it. Like, what's the difference?
Well, all right. So Wendy Carlos had already been not that Tron was a huge thing then, but if we go by soundtracks, Wendy Carlos had already made somewhat of a name for themselves with the Hooked on Bach and the Hooked on this and the Hooked on that, like Moog versions of classical music, modern music. So they were kind of already a name.
And the Clockwork Orange.
And the Clockwork Orange. Oh my God, how the hell did I forget that?
Switched on. It's not hooked
switched on. You're right. Sorry, you're right. Switched on. You are correct.
It took me like a solid half minute to go, wait, he said that wrong.
Yeah,
he knows that. I know that.
I just recorded an episode of The Crow for another show, and I kept calling Sarah's mother Shelley until I was like, wait a second. He corrected me. I'm like, yeah, no, you're right, and I'm an idiot. And once again, yes, switched on, not hooked on. Anyway, so it was kind of like, all right, so here's kind of a name. It's an underground thing. Daft Punk is a name at the time. And Daft Punk, my God, like that's another character in the film. So I'm kind of hoping that Trent and Atticus are like, fine, we'll call it 9 Inch Nails, but you're going to get what you get from us. But like, if anybody understands the assignment, it's those two.
So what do you think band they'll have back for the next Tron, which I'm going to guess is Tron Libra?
Money for the Toll.
Hey, little self-plug. I like it.
I know that the keyboard player for Money for the Toll will definitely understand the assignment.
I assume that we'll all be dead by the time the next Tron movie comes out.
Probably.
I at this point am extremely pessimistic about the about the box office of the new one, simply given how the other Tron movies have always done at the box office.
True. Not giants, but
yeah.
You did mention Disney, Josh, and that seems like a great word with which I can use to segue into our opening segment of this podcast, which is dystopia talk. As this last week, kind of the biggest story is the firing of Jimmy Kimmel and the threats to possible free speech that represent.
Please.
What happened?
Are you fucking with me, or did you really not hear? There's no way you didn't hear.
Didn't he? Well, I don't pay attention to the news anymore. I would like to live a happy life.
I understand that. Jimmy Kimmel was suspended from his show.
For?
Rather, his show was suspended. Yeah. For ostensibly for comments he made about Charlie Kirk, although the comments he made about Charlie Kirk were in no way inflammatory at all.
Incredibly mild.
The comments he made about during that monologue were more making fun of Trump, and the FCC specifically informed Disney that they needed to do something. What was the words he used in a news article or in a news show? They could do this the easy way or the hard way, and they chose the easy way of suspending.
The easy way.
The easy way.
It's also exacerbated by the fact that one of the big, I think the name is Nexstar, big company that owns a ton of TV stations, including 200 ABC stations, something like that, said they were going to just preempt any Jimmy Kimmel show for the foreseeable future because they're trying to do a merger.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
what it comes down to. ABC or Disney wants to do a merger, and they need, the FCC to sign off on it. And the FCC basically said, you got to get rid of that guy who talks bad about our boss.
Rid me of this troublesome comedian.
And that seems like censorship. Like, I remember I heard a lot about censorship when I was back on Twitter in the day when people couldn't say some of the words that they wanted to say. But this, seems like a government doing it is actually censorship, right?
No, I'm pretty sure comedy is legal now.
Okay.
Yeah, we can say the R word as much as we want, right? That's comedy.
That's all it is?
I mean, that's the impression I'm given.
Are you saying the word rethread?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
The great sit is I currently say the R word all that I want. So that's cool.
Yeah, me too.
Return?
Repeat. I don't know. I don't have a joke, but it's crazy. It seems like the FCC is directly making mob style threats to companies, and I don't like it. I don't want to spend a ton of time on dystopia this week. That's the biggest story. I'm sure there are more. I'm sure thousands of people have died unnecessarily or been jailed. But
yeah, the very short version, the most exciting and interesting thing that I saw is people protesting outside of ICE facilities in Chicago and getting the shit kicked out of them by masked and uniformed ICE guards.
Yeah.
Well, dudes, we need to keep our beer kegs cold.
Unfortunately, different kind of ice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish that was the ice we were.
It's all about the levity. It's all about the levity. That's why you wanted me here, right? The week we've been having.
I mean, there's been worse weeks.
I'm sure. I mean, if I paid attention, which I do, I'm just never going to admit it on the air. If I paid attention, what I've done was I've wiped my brain clean of it. It's like when Bail Organa said, wipe the protocol droid's brain. That's me.
Well, that's kind of what you have to do if you want to be
and that's why Ridley Scott's Blade Runner is one of my favorite movies ever made.
It's a lot easier to wipe a brain clean in that movie. We are going to do some recommendos with great haste. I promise you.
Sure.
Do we guys have anything you've been watching that you'd like to maybe talk about or recommend to our listeners? I'm sure Josh does, because we skipped it last week.
Yes, I do.
Would you
so do I.
like to say them now? Or?
I want to hear what Josh has to say.
I did too. It's intense.
It's a Ridley Scott film.
Oh, fuck. I hate that guy.
Yeah, it's a Ridley Scott film. 1977, The Duelists. His first movie. Maybe it was 76. Regardless, Harvey Keitel and Keith Carradine play two French officers during the Napoleonic period, and one of them is an obsessive duelist, and they fight over and over again over the course of like 30 years. It's a great fucking movie.
Interesting. Never heard of it. I was thinking when you said it, I think my brain went to The Duel, which is a very different movie than that.
Substantially different movie. And it's also a different movie from Duel, Steven Spielberg's first movie.
Oh, correction. That's the movie I was thinking about. Is that the one with the cars? I was thinking of Duel. Yes.
Well, a truck chasing.
Yeah.
I think that's his second movie. I thought Sugarland Express was his first movie. I could be wrong. I think
you might be right. I honestly don't quite remember.
I mean, I may be right. Yeah. You may be crazy. It could be a lunatic.
Yes.
It could be.
The Duelist, very good if you can find it. It's on your local library's streaming, like Canopy or whatever. And
Canopy.
What have you been watching, Sean? Lay something on.
Well, we've been rewatching Modern Family, and I've been enjoying that. And I recently rewatched Deadwood and The Wire.
Modern Family is...
It's so good, man.
For me, it's a hotel room show. Like, I never seek Modern Family, but if it's on when I'm in a hotel room, I will watch it. And it's pretty much always on when you're in a hotel room.
It's such a good show, but I found a show more wholesome than that, and that's called Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I love Ted Lasso. They were filming that here a couple months ago. A month ago.
I found that show to be so goddamn wholesome, even with all the fucks in it.
The fucks make it more wholesome.
Yeah. I've been to the movies recently.
What'd you watch at the movies?
I saw this movie called Jaws. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's about...
that's the movie that I watched in season 4, episode 1 of Dawson's Creek, right?
Yeah.
Yes, season 4, episode 1, yes. I mean, it's still not for me, but I had never seen it on the big screen, and I figured I should watch this movie on the big screen. I mean, it's Jaws after all.
Yeah, that's how I would like to watch it.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. Once again, I'm not... Look... Even when I don't like an early Spielberg film, or just say it's not for me, like Close Encounters of Jaws, God damn it, did they look good. They are filmed so beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
But I also saw Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And
how was that?
I liked it. And you would think certain people would use that as a platform, and I'm so thankful they didn't, and they just gave me some entertainment. Because I'm tired of entertainment being tainted by either side, because either side has gone completely Happy Jack. And please tell me you understand that reference.
No, but I know what a Happy Jack is.
No, it's not that kind. See,
I think was that not Simple Jack?
Is it Simple Jack or is it Happy Jack? Oh, you are right. It's Simple Jack. Because, you never go full. Exactly. So anyway, I'm glad that it didn't do that. It was entertaining. There was really no need for it, but I'm really glad I got to see it. And the cameos were wonderful, and they were really, really wonderful. And I saw The Long Walk. This is a movie I've wanted to see for years since reading the book as a kid. And have you guys seen it or read it?
I've read it a million years ago.
I have not. I have no idea what it is.
It's a Richard Bachman book.
A Stephen King book.
Yes.
Oh, right.
My God, did they do it? It's one of my top 5 of the year.
Okay, yeah, I saw a trailer for it where the trailer made it look like it was not something I cared to see, but you think it's good, huh?
Dude, it's beautiful, but it's dreadful at the same time. Like
it's got Mark Hamill growling.
Mark Hamill is in 2 of my top 5 movies this year, neither of which are a Star Wars.
Oh, interesting.
Life of Chuck.
Is one of them a Batman the animated series?
He was in Life of Chuck.
Life of Chuck, and he was actually great in Life of Chuck.
Yeah, I liked him.
I thought
that was a weird movie. I don't know. Coming out of it, it's been several weeks since I watched it. I still don't know how I feel about it, just because it was so uneven.
You have to keep in mind what's going on in the second and third part for that first part to really make sense, especially how the sound effects work and the visuals happen immediately. They wouldn't happen like that. You know what I mean? And that's without giving spoilers.
I think the problem is my absolute favorite part was the first part. I wish
I'm
the
with
first
you
part
too.
had been the entire movie.
I'm with you on that too because I did like the mystery.
Shares no similarities to the movie we're talking about tonight.
But no. Oh wait. No, yes, no, yes.
Should we just talk about that? We're 23 minutes.
Yeah, no, why don't we get to the movies before I start talking about
Sinners?
Sinners?
I could talk about Sinners.
Dude, that's my favorite movie of the year.
Just fuck up all the work Josh did the last weekend and talk about Sinners instead.
I just watched it again this morning.
Fine,
really?
Talk about Sinners.
Oh, dude, I love that fucking movie so much.
I did too. I fell in love with it, and I need to watch it again. I've only seen it the one time in the theater.
Dude, did you see it in IMAX?
No.
I went into that movie completely fucking blind. All I saw was that Michael Jordan was in a movie directed by the dude that did Creed and Black Panther. I was like, I'm going to watch this. I remember seeing a trailer, but I didn't remember anything about it. I went in blind to my usual seat in the IMAX room, and my God, did that. It was the sound, too. What a wonderful love letter to the Delta Blues and eating pussy.
Yeah, the two great things.
It
tastes great together. I do.
I mean, the drool scene still gets me, but I mean, I saw that 3 times in the theater, but nothing came close to the IMAX viewing.
You know what I did real quick? I saw Weapons, and I saw it not in IMAX, but in like Cinemark's weird interactive chair.
Oh, 4DX or whatever it is.
Yeah, my wife bought the tickets, and like she gets these free tickets, so she just got them because it didn't cost any extra, and it was weird. I had to turn it off. Didn't care for it. It does make a scary movie scarier when all of a sudden you're getting jump scares and your asshole is vibrating. So,
I have never done one of those. I know there are some people who absolutely love it and wish every movie would be 4DX.
My wife left it on the whole time, and like it was, I couldn't handle it. It was like I'm not scared by scary movies really, but when your fucking butt's popping off at the same time, it gets a little crazy.
It just seems like, no, man, my ideal, like, I don't know. It seems like the opposite way of wanting to watch a movie for me. But, you know, hey, I guess to each their own.
I guess because I did that Star Trek ride years ago. There were 2 of them, and one was like you sit in a chair, and the chair is very interactive. So I just discovered that there's a Cinemark near me, and Weapons would have been weird. Like, would they be feeding me noodle soup?
Yeah,
because that would have been wonderful. It would have been great, and would I get stuck with a needle?
Yeah,
that's also in my top 5 of the year, by the way.
It's a great movie.
I just saw it for a second time with Debbie. She hadn't seen it yet. That opening scene is just goddamn gorgeous.
Yeah, I loved it. I still think Barbarian beats it. But
I'm gonna disagree, but I understand why people are saying it. But like, there was, I was the only person in my screening of that movie laughing. Like, nobody was getting any. Yeah, dude.
I was laughing like crazy in that movie.
Dude, that ending is fucking hysterical, man.
I don't know how anybody could watch that movie and see fucking Benedict Wong running down the street with his arms outstretched.
I mean, just because something's funny doesn't mean it's not also scary. Yeah. Like that scene, like he is terrifying in that scene, but he's also fucking crazy looking. You know, put silly music over it, and it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. Put scary music over it, and it's terrifying. It's
Josh Brolin waking up from his dream and just like, what the fuck? It's fucking amazing.
Go see Weapons.
Yeah, Weapons. Yeah,
Sinners. They're
highly recommended films.
That dream reminded me of was it in Bruges where the little person explains to somebody else, even I don't see fucking dwarfs in my dreams.
Yes.
Was that in Bruges?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't seen that movie in a million years.
Yeah.
Are you calling my kids cunts?
Okay. All right. We went.
Speaking of beautiful movies.
Speaking of cunts, let's talk about Blade Runner 2049.
Yes.
let's start. Sean, you like this movie, right?
I love this movie. I went into this movie kicking and screaming, as you might recall. And the big joke of the morning was, it'll be really weird if I like it. Nobody expected me to love this movie as much as I do. And it's my favorite sci-fi film.
I am the same. I don't know if it's maybe over the course of this episode we'll figure out why, but it's a movie I can just watch all the time, constantly, and it comforts me to watch. Josh, what are your opinion?
I like this movie quite a bit.
Okay.
But not as much as we do.
No, not even close. It's not even my favorite movie of 2017.
What's your favorite movie of 2017?
Get Out.
That's fair. That's a good movie too. I'm not going to argue it.
Yeah, no, that's a top 5 of the year. That's a top 5 of the year for me.
They would definitely be side by side in my list. So, okay, we got to talk about this movie, guys.
Blade Runner, beep beep. Jared Leto's after you.
Replicants are bioengineered humans designed by Tyrell Corporation for use off-world. Their enhanced strength made them ideal slave labor. After a series of violent rebellions, their manufacture became prohibited and Tyrell Corp went bankrupt. The collapse of ecosystems in the mid-2020s led to the rise of industrialist Neander Wallace, whose mastery of synthetic farming averted famine. Wallace acquired the remains of Tyrell Corporation and created a new line of replicants who obey. Many older model replicants, Nexus 8s, with open-ended lifespans, survived. They are hunted down and retired. Those that hunt them still go by the name Blade Runner.
Oh, wait, wrong
one.
Movie. Yeah, sorry.
Wow! I can't do the Blade Runner song. It's a lot of buzzing.
Actually, my very first note for this movie after the crawl is, wow, Hans Zimmer is really fucking on one.
Yeah,
the parts of the score that are, I guess the parts of the score that are recognizable music are very good.
Yeah, I get what
there is a lot of the sound, and I assume it goes into the score because it blends to it to some extent, that are just kind of the Hans Zimmer Inception noises.
Mm-hmm.
And I find those a little overpowering in this movie, but it's not a deal breaker. But Hans Zimmer is definitely working his ass off.
I mean, if you had robot ears, you would completely appreciate this more.
Okay, let me caveat this: Hans Zimmer or the people
Benjamin
who work
Wallfish.
for him, who did all the actual composing.
Fair enough. I mean, well, technically, this is Hans Zimmer and Benjamin Wallfish.
Yeah,
right.
I will say the scene in the food market where with the prostitutes trying to pick him up. There's this wah sound going on in the background that sounds like somebody like starting up a motorcycle.
Oh yeah, isn't she a Terminator? Anyway, she is. But
Mackenzie Davis.
Davis, yeah.
She's a Terminator, huh?
She was in Dark
the
Fate.
most recent one.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't like the evil Terminator. She was like half human, half Terminator. But this soundtrack, by the way, it's on 2 CDs, and it's one of the rare scores that it's in order, and it's got every piece of music in that film, including like you're listening to like this beautiful music, or you're getting wah, wah, and then the summer wind. And it's just, I can listen to this score the way I would listen to the score for Tron Legacy. This is just something that comforts me, and it's just a perfect score in my eyes. But I do understand that Inception, like, or just mentioning that movie is also annoying.
I'm fine with Inception.
No, fuck that. You're not. You don't like it.
I love it.
No,
why wouldn't I like Inception?
Because it's overrated garbage.
I think it's.
I'm also kidding, because I said earlier I grow, and I think of you, and then I'm no longer grown, and it's just not for me. Anyway.
Yeah. As much as I enjoy Inception, and I think it's been several years since I watched it, but I probably like it less than I did, 10 years ago or 15 years ago when it came out. Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that in retrospect, that movie was the opening shot of a major crime, which is introducing the wah
Yeah, do you think that
motion
was
pictures.
that definitely popularized it? If it wasn't
Yeah,
the first, I don't care for that sound in most movies.
Yeah, it's like it's the same way that The Social Network was ground zero for slowed down children's choir singing popular song.
Yeah, my least favorite is on a trailer where it's a slow minor key version of a popular, usually classic rock song. Oh, I hate it so much.
Yeah, that drives me absolutely fucking crazy.
Because it's been done to death, but when it started, it was pretty okay.
That social network trailer was fucking creep, children's choir, and we're like, wow, this is okay. You've made me slightly more interested in a movie about fucking Mark Zuckerberg. Huh.
I never got interested enough to watch that.
It's a great film.
It's people say. I'll never know.
Yeah.
I believe
anyway. So a blue-green eye opens.
What?
And we're flying over a bunch of big solar farms, and it's recognizably, a slightly remodeled spinner from the first movie. And it all looks very nice. Roger Deakins shot this movie. He's shot most of the Coen Brothers films since, 1990-ish. And
he made some good movies in the 90s.
Yeah. And the 2000s and 2010s.
Agree to disagree. Just kidding. I'm just riling you up now.
So, and anyway, the movie, just assume every shot in the movie is very good looking. There are some later in the movie when we get to Las Vegas, I get a little sick of the Las Vegas, this movie's version of the Third World Yellow, where just everything is tinted orange, but everything looks as good as it possibly could.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that for people like me and Sean, who this movie really sinks its fucking hooks into, I gotta say the cinematography is a large part of that.
Yeah,
score would be as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking beautiful. So we're flying over a bunch of gray tinted small fields. There's just tint all over every shot in this movie. I don't think there's an ounce of fucking natural lighting, which is not a negative.
Yeah, the sun could go fuck itself.
They're protein fields. Gray tinted protein fields.
Well, we haven't learned that yet, jingle. Sean.
Oh, spoilers. Sorry, my bad. You're right.
Spoilers for 3 minutes from now.
Not even.
So we cut to the interior of a plastic Quonset hut, and there's a big guy in some weird fucking Ghostbuster suit with a mask, and he's grabbing some grubs out of an extremely gross-looking pond as the spinner flies low and then lands outside. Then we see, it's Ryan Gosling. Holy shit. He's in a greatcoat with a really tall collar. He pops a drone out of the top of his car, looks at a dead tree, and then goes into the house. And here is where the movie commits, I think, its greatest sin. The opening 10 minutes of this movie is better than the rest of the movie can possibly live up to me.
I mean, it's good. I agree with that.
I think that this movie is harmed, at least for me. If they had put this section out as, an extended trailer or something, a month or
Didn't
2
they?
months.
Isn't there an extended version of this scene out there somewhere? Maybe I'm making that up.
I think maybe they had a big portion of it in a trailer, but then they had left it off, basically left it off the front of the movie, I would like it a lot better.
I think it's perfect. I think it sets the movie up perfect, and I don't know. I can't argue with it being too good. There's no way to argue with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You done fucked up by showing me David Bautista in tiny little glasses and yelling about seeing a miracle. And
he's great. He's fantastic.
Yeah, it's truly, I don't know when. Okay, so what? This was after. No, actually, so this, I think both Guardians, the first 2 Guardians movies were out by this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the point at which I was like, Oh man, David Bautista's really fucking got some shit going on. I enjoyed Drax, but Jesus.
Is this his second appearance on our show? Because he was in that
Hotel Artemis.
Hotel Artemis, yeah, and he was really good in that too.
Yeah.
We like Bautista.
Yeah.
And I would say it's a shame he's not in more of the movie.
I agree.
Also, I love that he's only in a little bit of the movie. I love a good cameo, makes a huge impression and gets killed off early. I think that's cool.
Yeah, nothing like a top build cameo like that.
Yeah, and then the whole movie, you're like, man, what's that dude's fucking life like?
Yeah.
There was a short about
that's what
him
I was
now.
thinking.
Yeah,
the short.
You're thinking of the short. That's his backstory.
There were like 3 shorts. This was not part of it.
4 or 5.
Were there? Okay.
Yeah, because there was an animated one. There was one like at the blackout. I actually watched a cartoon, believe it or not. Wait, maybe there were only 3. I think they're on the Blu-ray. I know I watched them, and I remember the Bautista backstory. Say that 3 times fast.
Bautista backstory.
You guys fucked up. That. Here we go.
Anyway, I love this whole opening thing so much, and I don't know. I don't know what. I don't think this. I think it would have hurt the film greatly to leave it off, like you were saying. It would hurt the film more than it would hurt it by leaving it on. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
does that make sense?
Yeah,
at least understand what I'm trying to say, even if you disagree, because I'm having a hard time figuring out what I'm trying to say.
Really quick though, there were only 3 short films.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Never question Josh.
I think at least one was directed by Ridley Scott's son, Luke. Am I remembering that right?
Well, I'm not seeing this as much as I'm seeing 2036 is the origins of Neanderthals' replicants.
Boo.
Blackout 20. They've got the year wrong on this. It's an animated short that shows the EMP that wipes out Tyrell's database. And then 2048 is Nowhere to Run, which is about Sapper Morton.
Yeah.
Cool. I need to watch those. I never did.
Oh, dude.
I think they're all on YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do an episode on them.
So, anyway, Dave Bautista turns out to be the big guy in the suit. He walks into the house. It's kind of, it's not a great place. It's not a cool sci-fi house. It's just kind of it's like a small house you'd see on a fucking farm.
No, it is. But then there's like I noticed a computer screen off to the side, which I like the old tech and new tech combo.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a cyberpunk trope, really.
Yeah, so Bautista doesn't even look around when he enters the house. He goes immediately to the sink, washes his hands, and puts on the tiniest glasses you've ever seen. I assume they're totally normal-sized glasses on a normal human-sized head.
Yeah.
But I feel like Bautista in this movie looks like he is roughly the size of, I don't know, Mount Rushmore.
He's a big dude.
Yeah. He's enormous. And he then Ryan Gosling addresses him. He's sitting down at a table and says, "Hey, sorry, I hope you don't mind that I came in." And we go through a little run about Gosling asking him what's going on, what's up with him, and turns out he's a protein farmer. It's these fucking grubs, and he also grows garlic, but that's just for him, He
likes garlic.
He's been there since the year 2020, which is a year after Blade Runner, because Blade Runner is 2019, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. And he, I'm just a farmer. But Gosling notes he's got a colonial, medical kit strapped to his leg. And basically says, I mean, come on, man. I know you're a replicant. You know that I'm a Blade Runner. And I'd love to take you in peacefully. And the answer is no.
Classic easy way, hard way situation.
Yeah. Sapper Morton, the Bautista character, tries to get Gosling with a scalpel. And then we do basically a short version of the fight at the end of Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's definitely calling back to that. There's no way it's not smashing through walls and stuff. Yeah.
And Batista has a pretty good little speech about how, or there's a couple of pretty good little speeches. One where Batista asks if how's it feel to kill your own kind, and Gosling says, "I don't retire my own kind because we don't run. Only you older models do, and you new models, you're happy scraping shit because you've never seen a miracle." And bang bang, Batista's dead. Sad.
Yeah, that exchange, I feel like could be modern events. Several exchanges like that have probably occurred between people.
Yeah, and like that's the like, and right at this point is where, I mean, the rest of the movie is great. It's a great movie, but I don't think it ever hits the heights of the last like 3 minutes of this opening sequence.
Wow, that's interesting.
I don't know.
There's some stuff towards the end that I'm kind of like, wow, like I think Love delivers some really great speeches.
See, yeah, I don't think anything, and this is like, it's nothing I can actually articulate very well,
right?
But I think the intersection of what is going on screen, what is being said, what is being conveyed, like this movie unfortunately peaks right fucking now for me, and everything else I'm thinking, boy, I wish we went back to minute 8.
Wow. Yeah, I can't say I agree. Like Sean said, I love Love, and she has some of my favorite moments in the movie, and I love this opening scene, but I don't think I love it that much.
I mean, it is an incredible. I got a question for you guys, though.
I'm like, Josh thinks it's too good. I think it's perfect. So,
I mean,
the perfect amount.
I think both of those descriptors kind of equal each other. My question to you is this: when we go to sleep, right? We're not dreaming of sheep. We're counting sheep to get there. So why would androids dream of electric sheep? Wouldn't they be counting electric sheep to get to sleep and dream? There's a problem with the fucking title of this fucking book.
Well, that book has nothing to do with this movie.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. All right, continue.
Yeah. And we covered all that in episode beep.
Good job. You're definitely going to remember to fix that, right?
Definitely.
So, Gosling goes ahead and pulls his eye out. So
the old Gosling go ahead.
Yeah, he's not Joe he's not Joe yet. Never mind.
No, he's K.
He's K. Well, we don't know that yet.
I'm going to call him Gosling.
Okay.
Or possibly the Gauze if I start feeling loose and friendly.
Ooh, I like that. You
could call him Ken. He's just Ken.
He's just Ken.
Anywhere else he'd be a 10.
Yeah, this isn't even my favorite Ryan Gosling movie.
Drive.
You mentioned it.
This is my favorite Ryan Gosling.
Actually, I think this might... Oh, this is for 2 very specific scenes.
Actually, I think I just figured out why this scene works better for me than the rest of the movie. This is the scene that is absolutely the most reminiscent of the first movie. So yeah, that explains it. All right. Anyway, we go through the rest of the movie.
It's to the point. It's not slow. Things happen. Go on. I'm sorry.
And you enjoy this movie and are willing to go to bat saying it is faster than Blade Runner?
Yeah. Matter of fact,
this 2-hour, 44-minute film.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Now, I'm not saying that it's faster. I'm just saying I'm awake the whole time.
God.
I am.
This might have been a mistake.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Well,
anyway, so Ryan Gosling pulls out his fucking eye and then goes and scans it in the spinner. And Robin Wright's his boss, and she's like, "Hey, you're a piece of shit replicant, but you're getting your bonus." And he's having the drone scan some shit, and it turns out there's a fucking box buried under this dead tree. And we're like, "Oh shit, what's in the box?"
Oh God!
You can't just say what's in the box. Not expected, Josh.
I did. I did expect it.
Okay.
You need to leave a bigger space for us then.
If you shoot him, then John Doe wins.
I stopped talking after I said, "What's in the box?"
Oh, I didn't.
Why?
You guys both jumped in instantly. If I had wanted to continue talking, I couldn't have. Okay, so anyway, turns out that this drone, Sapper Morton, blah, blah, blah. We get a little history. We see some flashes on his spinner screen about the fucking kick murder squad or
I'm
whatever.
sorry, you keep saying spinner, and I don't think I know what that means.
That's his car.
The car is called a spinner?
The cars in Blade Runner are called spinners, yeah.
Okay.
Don't ask me why.
Okay. Will
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Asked and answered.
Yep. Sorry, I know we said it a bunch in the first Blade Runner episodes we did.
I was sleeping through most of that.
That's fair. I this week I committed myself to, boy, if we're gonna watch fucking Blade Runner thing, I should probably remember what I said about the first movie. So I listened to both of those episodes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Should do an episode on those episodes.
Actually, yeah, let's get Chris on.
Let's get Chris on to do an episode about this episode, doing an episode about those.
Good idea.
Let's, you skipped over something. You mentioned Robin Wright, and I think Robin Wright is awesome in this movie.
Robin Wright's very good. She's
Hell
a
yes.
real piece of shit, and I hate her guts.
Yeah, like a great piece. There's some good pieces of shit in this movie.
Yeah.
She's in a very interestingly differently flavored piece of shit than M. Emmett Walsh was in the first one.
Yeah. If I had to pick a favorite piece of shit between those two, I know this is fighting words to you, but I just really like Robin Wright. I love her slick back hair.
That's even I might.
I love how she tries to fuck him at one point, and he's like,
See, I was trying to wait for that. I was going to bring that up before, but I was like, oh, we'll get to that eventually. But that scene where she's drunk and trying to fuck him, it's kind of like
she's fucking fantastic.
She's
in the worst way.
She's the scum of the earth.
But I might be with Josh. I think.
There's no losing with these two scumbags.
I think, career-wise, probably M. Emmett Walsh has it in the bag,
Yeah.
But fucking Robin Wright is great. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she also played Jenny, another big. No, I'm not going to say that. Jenny is given a bad rap.
Well,
I don't think she deserves the hate she gets.
Jenny she leaves to protect him because. When we're talking about an open pastry case containing a sweet or savory filling.
Boo, Forrest Gump.
We don't need to get into the...
Whoa. All right.
Josh does not like Forrest Gump.
Oh, come on.
I really don't have an opinion on it. I've watched it.
It's beautiful.
I'm fine with it.
Hate its guts.
Well, so we've got a hate, we've got love, and we've got an ambivalent. Really ran the gamut.
Yeah.
I've seen things... whatever. Go on.
So, We're
not we're in,
anyway, I know. So he's talking to Robin Wright on the phone. He notices a cut flower at the base of the tree. He has the drone do a deeper scan. Turns out there's a fucking box under the tree. Blah, blah, blah. She says, okay, we'll send a dig team out, come back to the office. We go back to the office and do the opening credits to our show. And it turns out that the baseline test, which will keep coming up, is
to our show. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
It's like I was trying to remember credits at this point in the movie. I'm like, what? Credits?
My mother?
I got it. I figured it out. I'm smart.
Yeah.
What about my mother?
Yeah, it's basically just the, semi-automated version of the void comp to make sure that he's not getting off of baseline. We also see a little bit of anti-replicant racism at the police station, which is, all right.
Because, it's important because he just came from fucking killing Batista, and winning in a fight, and then he's in the police station, and these little dipshit cops are talking trash, and he cows like a little baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So then he goes home, and he faces a little more anti-replicant racism. On the way there, like an old lady screaming at him in, I don't know, some Slavic language.
Yeah.
And he's got graffiti on his door. And then we meet his girlfriend at jack-off instruction.
Oh, come on. That's not nice.
That's a whole genre, man.
I know, and respect to those of you who partake, but that's not what she's named after.
I do not know about that. It occurred when I was watching it this week. I was like, oh, J-O. It had never entered my mind that it's J-O-I, and I was like, that's a whole thing, isn't it?
Denis Villeneuve had said something. Denis Villeneuve had said something about that. He didn't realize that. until somebody
Really?
pointed it
He
out to
actually
him.
commented on it?
Yeah, because somebody a
That's
couple of years
hilarious.
ago, he was talking about Dune. So it was the first Dune, and somebody mentioned Joy to him, and they mentioned, he's like, yeah, it didn't even cross my mind until after it was filmed.
I did. Let's do it. You got to do it in a French accent.
I did not.
I did not realize that is a jerk off instruction. That's
It is a jerk off instruction. Croissant.
I do not know what either of those accents were. Neither of them were French, and they certainly were not French Canadian.
It was.
Apologies to our Montreal listeners, of which we have many.
Mike will fight you. Yeah, so
I'll work on my French.
We meet his girlfriend, who is light and Anna de Armas.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Yeah, she's very cute, and the movie does a really, I put this in quotation marks, cute thing of like, oh, you're not seeing her, but he's talking to her, and she's talking back, like she must be in the other room, and then you're like, and then the movie is like, oh no, it's a hologram. I fucking tricked you. Good job. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be like a trick because it becomes clear pretty quickly. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a trick that you're supposed to get and then be like, I'm in on the joke. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not really a misdirect as much as
because he's pouring 2 glasses and then drinks one of them. So like they're telegraphing it.
Okay. That's not the only thing like this that I note in the movie going ahead. But yeah, that's fair. It's not a bad bit. And you're just happy to see Ana de Armas. I mean, when it ends. So, yeah, it turns out she's his girlfriend who's also a program.
If she hadn't been in this movie, I would have fucking sued Denis Villeneuve.
I've got a lawsuit pending currently.
Glad somebody caught that reference. I gotta say, although I lean more towards Sean on my thoughts of this movie, and I lean more towards Josh on my thoughts of the original Blade Runner, I think they both are paced pretty much dead even.
I think there's just something about that first movie that I've watched it more than once, and if that's another movie. If that shows up in IMAX, kind of like Jaws, I'm gonna go fucking see it because
I would too.
The movie's not for me. I mean, you know this. You've known me for how many years at this point. It's just I'm not a fan of the movie, but there are things in that movie that I'm a huge fucking fan of. One of my favorite things in the intro of this is the piano note that he hits is the piano note from the Tears and Rain thing.
Yeah.
So like starting on that, I was like, oh, that's a nice little callback, and then having Tears and Rain also end the movie, the score, like, and also that score from
that I didn't know.
Yeah, and then what's his face from fucking Deadwood. I think is phenomenal.
E.B. Farnham?
E.B. Farnham, yeah. Like, don't get,
Legend.
like, yeah, it just doesn't do anything.
They're my friends. I made them.
Right, exactly. And that could either be Blade Runner or Deadwood.
Just very quickly,
Sure.
In terms of the pacing, and I'll get into this further into the movie, I think what is in the movie is paced very similarly. Like, it was something that Chris mentioned on our original Blade Runner episodes. That movie and this movie are very good at establishing shots, and it's something that's missing from a lot of modern movies. And I love an establishing shot.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that I have with this movie is that I saw somewhere, I think there was a 4-hour fucking cut of this movie, and there is a bunch of shit chopped out that I can see the seams of that is like, I guess they tried to pack 4 hours of movie into 2.5 hours of movie and leave the establishing shots in most of the rest of it. And the movie has a bunch of weird storytelling seams in it that I bump over every fucking time I watch it.
Well, if you can point those out.
Yeah, I will. And I'm actually about to.
If you could tell me where to find this 4-hour cut.
Denis Villeneuve said that he would absolutely never release it.
You son of a bitch.
There was no way he would ever put it out. And, I mean, the movie falls into a weird liminal space of maybe this just isn't a fucking movie. Maybe this should have been a TV series, or mini series.
See, I don't feel that way. I mean, everything's subjective, right? So opinions don't fucking matter at all. But I feel like it's perfect in that regard. I don't feel like it's ever rushed, and I don't feel like anything's left out. But I want to hear your you point out the spots.
All right, so it turns out that Ana de Armas is a hologram and his girlfriend, and there is a really fun bit of little set design business with her projector hanging from the ceiling and moving around on an arm.
Looks cool.
And it's just that's great. I love seeing that. It's fine. And his apartment looks like my apartment 50 years in the future, or the equivalent of my apartment 50 years in the future.
I can kind of see that.
It's
less
it's a
dripping from the ceiling. Sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
It's been a rough week for Josh.
I bet he has had fully functioning air conditioning. Not that he needs it, but
that's true. He can't feel.
Well, I was talking about the weather, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also that. So she makes him dinner. He goes ahead and eats some glass noodles he got from the fucking vendor on the street or something.
It's a fun scene though. She makes him a very traditional meal that superimposes over his noodles.
Yeah, it's all this stuff is a very good bit.
And also sets up how fucking lonely Kay is too.
Yeah. And there's some fun stuff about how, do you want to read a book? Oh, you hate that book. And the book, notably, is Pale Fire by Vladimir Nabokov, the same guy who wrote Lolita. And it's I tried to think about how that book related to the movie and can't come up with anything.
I'm guessing you've read it?
Yeah, years and years ago. It's this I think it was published in the early 60s, and it's a very early postmodern meta text where the structure of the book is this academic presenting a poem by another academic who's now dead, and I can't figure out how it would possibly tie to the movie.
I bet it does somehow. Denis tends to not do anything randomly.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, it's been, God, I think I read that in fucking high school or shortly after. So,
don't stand. I was
thinking the same thing. I couldn't figure out how to tie it in.
Sure. But yeah, I tried to knit the book and the movie together. Couldn't come up with anything. Anyway, she hates that book, so it doesn't matter.
No, she picks it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to get on the topic of joy, and I'm sure it's something that's discussed a lot when this movie is discussed, but the question of is joy as a entity real, or is she pre-programmed to do everything she does? And I just think it's a sad part of the movie, but it's a part that I love because she's so important to him, but you don't know if he's really important to her, or if she's just a product that's performing as intended. And it's
and there's how important is she to him when you consider that throughout the rest of the movie, and you actually heard in the film, we heard it earlier, but didn't make note of it. There's the couple of opening notes of is it Prokofiev? Prokofiev's Peter and the Wolf.
Well, that's every ringtone for her thing. Yeah.
So that pops up, and he ignores it.
He ignores it constantly.
And so that makes me question how important is she to him? Because theoretically, those are okay. So I guess theoretically, Joy is a artificial intelligence fake girlfriend who is giving him the classic JOI GFE girlfriend experience. And so I assume that means she's giving him random calls throughout the day to tell him, I'm making a pot roast tonight or whatever. And, sort of the fake girlfriend or wife experience.
Yeah.
And he spends nearly the entire movie totally ignoring them.
I did notice that. I don't think he's ignoring it though. I think she's not wanting him necessarily, and I could be wrong, but I think it's like just her way of saying I'm here and I'm listening. Like, because every time
That's a good point. Yeah.
she's mentioned, that sound pops up, and then like when Love says, "Oh, I see you're also a customer," I feel like it's her way of reminding him that she's there.
Okay, that's a reasonable interpretation.
But you're right, your interpretation's legit too, because he does ignore that fucking chime constantly.
Yeah, it's at certain points throughout the movie, you totally become desensitized to it. And then suddenly it'll pop up at like a higher volume and you'll be like, oh yeah, I heard that 3 times in the last scene. And
his scenes with her, it seems like a real relationship to him. Although I'm sorry to keep interrupting you, but the scene when they're in the rain, which is coming up after a while, he gets a call while they're in the middle of making out,
which is hilarious.
Yeah, and then he just walks away and doesn't. That's a mark in the column of, is she that important to him? I don't know. I guess it's interesting to think about.
Yeah. So anyway, it turns out he got her a gift on his way home from work, and I forgot to take a note about this. 15 seconds previous, we saw some ads while we're walking through the streets in Blade Runner 2049. We're surrounded by ads, not in the way that Blade Runner was, where you're just seeing like, fucking blimps going by and neon signs. There's a lot of hollow ads, and we see a lot of ads for Joy. And it's, hey, we can be the girlfriend experience wherever you want. And he saw an ad like basically saying, now you can take her wherever. And so it turns out he got her the Emanator. That's what it's called.
Yeah, the Inseminator. Sorry.
Yes. So now she can be with him all the time, and not just when the portable projector thingy, when he's in the apartment. So of course, as a celebration, he goes up to the roof to mope. Yeah. And then she appears with the Emanator, and he's just staring off into space. He's a sad guy. And she appears on the roof, and they're very cool effects with like rain droplets hitting her hands, and like some of them bead like they would on a human skin, and some kind of go through and create like a little electrical storm, pattern under her skin. It's really neat.
All the Joy effects are very cool.
Yeah. Actually, literally every effect in this movie is very cool. There's nothing I can think of that is even slightly clunky about it. So they start making out on the roof real hard, and then
as much as you can without actually touching someone.
Which is an interesting, and then he gets a phone call, presses pause on his girlfriend, and listens to a voicemail from Robin Wright. And then just walks the fuck away while she's frozen in space.
It feels callous. You're not wrong, but he's a replicant, so who the fuck knows if it is callous? It's
I mean, like I think in his mind, it's more like he's just
he's got to go to work.
He's on the job. Yeah, he's got to do his thing.
Yeah. So we go to the police lab, and here we meet one character actor that is very cool to see for his literal 45 seconds of screen. Wood Harris from
I knew you were going to say from Remember the Titans, also with Ryan Gosling.
Never seen it.
Oh God,
he's also been on this podcast before in another movie. I can't remember.
Yes,
which
he
one.
has. He might have also. He was
Southland
also in Hotel
Tales.
Artemis.
Southland Tales.
Well, we haven't done Southland Tales.
I thought. Oh, never mind. I did that on another show. Sorry.
We love that.
He is in Southland Tales.
He most certainly
terrible
is.
Prosthetic nose. I think he was in Hotel Artemis, right? He's definitely been on the show.
He's definitely Avon Barksdale.
Yeah,
definitely.
Right.
And also David Dastmalchian, who we have seen before and we'll see again.
Yeah, he's the best.
And
Peter de Vries.
Yeah, Peter de Vries and all sorts of other crazy bullshit.
I love Late Night with the Devil.
I enjoyed that movie quite
I
a
liked
bit.
It was
Dread.
fun.
Dread, yes, he was in Dread. That's right.
Not Decimal Chain. Wood Harris was in
Wood
Dread.
Harris.
Yes. Yeah. So
that's the movie I was thinking of. Now I can rest.
Yeah, good deal. So the Footlocker's been analyzed. It's just full of bones, cloth, and hair, and it's been buried about 30 years. And it's really disappointing to see 45 seconds of Wood Harris and give him absolutely nothing to do and never appear again.
He's wearing a sick ass Blade Runner coat. He looks badass.
Yeah. And this is a point where I want to address some of the themes in the movie.
Okay.
Okay, so
because it seems like there should be more.
Yes, actually, yeah, that's a good thing. I like that. It does seem like there should be more Wood Harris at some point, and I have a theory as to when that would be. But so what's happened over the course of the last 3 scenes is Ryan Gosling goes to police station, gets his baseline, goes home, talks to Joy, goes immediately back to police station for this analysis. And then I think there is a point here at which you could have easily packed this onto the backside of the baseline thing. Then he goes home.
Yeah.
And there's kind of a lot of go here, then back to the, go from A to B, then back to A, then to C, or, and there's a lot of that in this movie. And I think that's where there was originally a 4-hour cut. And I think a bunch of meat has been cut out, which makes those transitions make more sense.
I mean, Wood Harris is packing, so yeah, they
Yeah.
I am seeing that. I also and as far as the Wood Harris thing goes, I agree. But he's a recognizable character actor. If it had been some frumpy white guy, would you have even thought twice about the character?
Or even at this point in his career, 2017, if it had been Das Malchen for 45 seconds doing the Wood Harris part and Wood Harris being the morgue tech, Coco, that would make more sense. Because Wood Harris is much more established. Das Malchen is a guy that for, at this point in my life, 10, 12 years, I've been going, hey, him. Yeah. But I am the far outsider in terms of that. So
you're kind of right about the bouncing around. I guess I always thought, and I actually remembered having this thought as I was watching it with him getting called away from his little makeout sesh. Being a replicant, being a slave, he is just constantly on call. So it doesn't matter what he's doing. If his boss says come in, he's got to come in. That being said, do replicants have to sleep? I don't know.
Good question. Yeah. That's not established unless you think that Deckard is a replicant.
Which I don't, but I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I also don't want to have that conversation. I'd rather blow my brains out, frankly. So it turns out that David Asmalchin, Coco, the morgue tech or something, has determined that the bones in the box were female, died in childbirth. There are some notches on the iliac crest that indicate she probably had an emergency C-section, and died in childbirth. And then Ryan Gosling is like, or they're like, what happened to the baby? No evidence of anything else around there. And Desmalchin makes the hilarious joke of, I don't know, maybe he ate her. Maybe he ate it.
He said something else right before that, too. They got a little laugh and then apologized to
something
Kay.
about skin jobs or, So then Kay is looking at the notch, the microscoped notch from the scalpel, and zooms in, enhance, etc.
Classic Blade Runner shit.
Yeah, classic Blade Runner shit, and finds a fucking serial number, bro. Oh my god, the dead lady's a replicant. Fuck.
But Josh, replicants can't have babies.
I know, that's the thing.
Well, then you've never seen a miracle.
Oh, that's the miracle. That
Oh, shit. You just unlocked the movie for me. It's my favorite film ever now.
See?
You just needed that one key, Josh.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah.
The whole time he's like, I like this movie, but what the fuck is the miracle he's talking about?
Yeah, that was it. Just solved that first scene. We're all right. Okay, so anyway, because that has turned me around on the movie so hard, we're going high energy for the rest of it. To Robin Wright's office. She explains that the world is built on a wall, and all societies need bad people and good people. And if you
can't handle the truth,
if you tell
you need
people,
good men on that wall.
yes,
okay,
good movie by the way. I watched that like last year sometime.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie.
100%.
A few good replicants.
Oh, but, dude, don't, no, because now, like,
I'd watch it.
I want to see that.
You want to see a few good replicants?
I really do.
Well, maybe Blade Runner 2099 will do that for you.
And Harrison Ford gets to be Nicholson.
Probably not in 2099.
You can't handle the truth. Get the fuck out of my face.
Look, we're gonna address it in the near future, but I cannot imagine how annoyed Harrison Ford must have been in his scene with Leto. Like, I bet Leto almost got choked over and over again.
Because I got thoughts about that scene. So
okay, great. So we go to Robin Wright's office. She says the world's built on a wall. We gotta have basically more than one type of people. If you tell people that the wall doesn't exist, then there's going to be war or slaughter. So she needs every bit of evidence. Like, if this replicant could fuck and make a baby, that means there's no wall. So every bit of evidence has to be eliminated, like traced down and eliminated. Like, people cannot know this happened because otherwise,
hard liberal Democrat vibes.
Yeah, very much so.
Let's just keep everything cool. Like, things are good right now. Like, mostly. Like, sure, there are slaves, but it's fine.
Look, I'm doing great here. I've got a bottle of whiskey and my own replicant slave that I can send out to do errands and murder for me.
Yeah. I don't need to upset the apple cart.
So Joe is momentarily a little bit questioning this and says that, well, I never killed something that was born before. And she's like, what the fuck does that matter? Like, you've been doing fine without a soul this whole time. Like, just do your job, goddammit.
Seems to hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, it does. So, so he's like, okay, fine, I'm going to do it. Do I have a choice, basically? Which is a running theme in his conversations with her, including the one where she's like, hey, I want to fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's creepy. But we take a spinner. Joe's in a spinner going past a giant fucking Atari logo, which is a fun little bit of, callback to the original movie.
Oh, same with the Pan Am logo, too.
Yeah. And he remembers Batista's, he flashes back audibly? Yeah, I guess audibly to...
Speaking of, let's talk about our newest sponsor, audibly.com. So
yeah. Go ahead. To Batista's, you've never seen a fucking miracle thing. And we're like, yeah, okay, so that's the miracle. Oh my God, I should have unlocked this years ago. Thank you, Sean.
Hey, don't mention it.
We go to the Tyrell Pyramid. It's now less cool looking because it's just CG. But we go to the Tyrell Pyramid. And it's now the Wallace headquarters. It says so on screen. And we go to, a records office and trace down the serial number. The clerk who is doing this is very good and funny.
He's fucking great, dude.
He adds a level of an ounce
it's kind
of
like
levity.
The dance scene from last week.
That is exactly what I was going to equate it to. Yeah. He adds just a little shot of fucking levity to this movie that has
none.
I'm just going to say not been funny.
Yeah. I mean, there's been moments Das Malchain had
a little bit, but
yeah.
He is hilarious, and he's been in a bunch of other shit.
And he's fucking weird Harkonnen looking motherfucker too, so it's weird that he gets the jokes.
Yeah, and he's tracing the serial number and is like, oh, this is a really old thing. It's from pre-blackout, and we find out about the blackout. All the systems went down. I don't remember what year it was supposed to be, but my mother still cries about the lost photos and stuff, just all digital information gone. But, all bank records were gone too, so we'd like that.
And Kay says, you must have been a beautiful child.
Which is the closest thing in the movie he has to a joke, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because he is a kind of weird looking dude. Right. It's great.
The blackout is in 2022.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Every cyberpunk scenario needs a internet crash.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, we can't have the existing internet going on when we're building the wireless internet.
God, please end the existing internet soon.
As we learned from the Shadowrun episodes.
Yeah.
So it turns out the records are fractured and pretty much unremarkable. But then we meet Love.
Our hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the name of that actress?
Sylvia Hoeks.
Hoeks,
Hoeks.
Yeah. Yeah, she's Dutch. And I'm trying to think of. I've seen her in something recently.
Yeah. We don't talk about it. It's the girl in the spider's web.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But she's also in a.
You haven't seen that?
No, I'm not an idiot, Sean. I have not seen the girls in the spider's web.
Dude,
she's in a Momoa show.
I liked all those Lisbeth Salander books, and I had to see the movie, and I should not have seen that movie because it wasn't even close to the book.
Yeah, it was C. I watched a few episodes of that.
What's C? Tell me about C.
It is a Jason Momoa, I think it's an Apple TV show? Something like that?
It's called
Or maybe
C?
it was Stars. SEE.
With stars. All right. I'll look that up.
And it's like a kind of fucking sci-fi thing where he's in a world where it's like super dystopian shit.
In a world.
Like everybody is fucking blind. And then some characters are born who can see.
Oh, wow. In the land of the blind, the people who can see are king.
Yeah, it was one of those things like somebody told me it was good and I was like, okay, I'm going to give this this isn't terrible in the first episode. And then by about episode 4, I was like, maybe I'm ducking out.
Well, I want to give Ms. Hoeks her flowers because she's fantastic and she's scary and she's hot and she's weird and she's intense. And
yeah, I wouldn't mind if she stepped on my neck.
Yeah.
Because we never lie.
Yeah.
And her, well, we'll get to it.
Yeah, oh my God.
The way she goes out is
that's
awesome.
Well, not even that. Just the scene with Robin Wright is like one of my favorite scenes in this film.
And my my love of a henchman, like she's up there in the henchman hierarchy.
Dude, wow. I never even thought of her like that. But yeah, she is a great Bond villain henchman.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So she's initially introduced selling a package for some mining colony somewhere to just some dude in an office. And then she gets an alert. Oh, this old serial number, or at least she's looking at, she gets an alert and we're to assume, oh, some old serial number was queried. So she goes down and intercepts Kay and the clerk in the records and says, oh, we might have a little more in the back. Mr. Wallace is a data hoarder. Why don't you come with me?
I like to point out at this point when she steps into the room, the clerk immediately, all humor drains from him. He lowers his head and walks out. So it just kind of it shows you how I guess powerful she is in this setting. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually interesting because just the way she is introduced is she could be, in any normal movie, she could be somebody totally unrelated that you would literally never put a camera on because she's just selling. She's like, Well, okay, so we've got these super tough models. You'll need those for the mining. You probably won't need a whole lot of intelligence or empathy going on unless you want some pleasure models. And then, so she goes from a sales position to clearly murders and executions.
Also, if you contrast, like when Kay is walking around the police precinct, he's bowing his head to all the humans, and here the humans bow to her.
Yeah, good point. So they go to another vault. We learn basically that she's a replicant because she opens this jammed door, like a vault door, and go digging through some files, and all this stuff looks really cool. Like we're accessing data. It looks really cool. There are these weird fucking beads, and then we get she finds the bead related to the serial number, puts it into a player, and oh shit, it's fucking Rachel's Voight Kampf test.
I was gonna say they watch a classic scene from 1980 Ridley Scott film Blade Runner.
Enhance.
82.
Yeah. And it's so we're like, we the audience are like, oh shit, it's Rachel. Oh my god, we didn't figure that out like 10 minutes ago when we remembered, oh yeah, this movie is called Blade Runner. And
once again, I don't think these are meant to be huge reveals. I
don't think that is. This bit is a classic movie bit of, okay, yeah, we're leading the audience along.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go like, because everything in this movie just feels so organic. Nothing feels like this isn't Alien Romulus or Ready Player One, where it's like, hey, remember this from other stuff? Hey, remember this from other stuff? This is just like, it just feels like it's natural to the story.
And that is something that makes sense that would be on file.
Right.
Yeah, I am absolutely not accusing the movie of doing that.
Okay.
Let me make that very clear.
Well, I don't know, because especially the later scene with Rachel, it gets a little weird, but
that does, but I feel like this movie earns it. Like that is absolutely fundamental to what the movie is trying to do.
Yeah.
Which I respect in ways that I do not respect Ready Player One.
No, I get it. Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, we see some of Rachel's Voight Kampf test, and we get a little bit of insight where Gosling says, I didn't type it down, but she was interested in him, basically. Yeah. Oh, I hear a cat.
I hear a cat as well.
Hi.
It's
Welcome
Diana.
To the pod.
That's Diana. She's yelling at the door.
She can't hear.
She can't hear us talk. Oh yeah, Josh. Diana's
She'll never be a listener.
Yep.
Well,
thank God she's inside now.
Yeah, no shit. Okay,
anyway, go.
Moving the fuck on.
Got a little cat break there for everybody.
Had to have a cat.
Adopt, don't shop.
Yes, please.
Amen.
And Gosling says she's attracted to him, and love is spelled L-U-V. You know, like the Chevy, because she's exactly as attractive as a Chevy Love.
Very attractive trucks. 100% agree with you, Josh.
Absolutely. And she's like, well, there are personal questions being asked that leads people to, I don't remember what it is, but then she goes ahead and asks a personal question. She's like, so do you enjoy your job? And he's like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah. And put a pin in the personal questions and attraction question for later.
Yeah. So then, and this is the point at which I wrote in my notes. Oh yeah, of note, the opening of Peter and the Wolf plays over and over.
Yeah, she's listening.
Yeah. So then he goes to interview fucking Gaff. And Gaff in this movie is elderly Eddie Jimmy almost. And it's great for the 1 minute of screen time he had, which was real fucking disappointing.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I don't know. I like that. Him playing the character for 1 minute just makes me think of missed opportunities like man, I would love just for there to be a Blade Runner 2040 movie where it's Gaff doing some shit.
Yeah. Also, he's in a weird home.
Yeah, he seems to be in a retirement home or something.
I mean, it seemed like an old folks home. I mean, it's too bad he won't live. Then again,
who does?
He uses like only one word of fucking city speak the whole time.
Yeah,
which is
that's true.
Funny, because that definitely lends weight to Gaff only using city speak in the first movie is because he is being a dick.
Yeah, true.
And he explains to Gosling that like, oh yeah, that was Rick Deckard. Yeah, well, you could tell he wasn't long for this world. We worked together for a while because neither of us liked to have a partner, so we partnered up so we could work separately, which I get. Yeah. And he says that Deckard is Neo Valhalla in city speak, which is retired, which in the terms of the Blade Runner films, does that mean he dead? Because Blade Runners retire replicants.
Yeah.
Or did he, get a fucking gold watch and take off?
I thought that while I was listening to it, yeah.
But has no idea how to find him. He assumes he's dead, or at least that's kind of what he implies. And then we meet fucking Jared Leto.
Bow, 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 bow.
Love's there. The set's really cool. I'll give it that. It's like this big room that's full of water, and like it kind of gives a little logic to the scenes in the Tyrell Pyramid in the first Blade Runner movie where there's just water reflections on the wall all the time, because that makes it look cool.
So I know your feelings on Leto, not a fan. What do you think about his delivery? Do you think that was his choice, the way he speaks in a like stilted manner? Do you think it was his choice? Do you think he was directed to do that? Do you think it would be okay if a less
sounds like
it?
he's doing an impression of Ben Kingsley in Iron Man 3 when he's pretending to be the Mandarin when he speaks like this. It's supposed to be
that's not far off.
That's who he reminded me of. I was like, wait, what's going on here? But didn't hate it.
I do not like the choice. I think it's a weird. I don't know. I don't like that specific, like his intonation and speech patterns choice. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing that that is his choice based on what I know of both Denis Villeneuve's other projects and also what I know of Jared Leto.
Yeah.
As far as I know on this movie, he didn't nail any used condoms or dead rats to co-stars. So that's something. And yeah, I think this part, like, even if you had like exactly the same lines, could have been easily more compelling to me. I was going to say better, but I don't want to throw quite that much implicit or explicit value judgment on it. Like, I don't know. I assume people like this performance. I can't figure out, I can't figure out fucking why. I find it annoying from like instant one, even if I didn't know Jared Leto.
I'm going to be real. I actually do like it. And I know I'm biased of this fucking movie. Fine. But I don't really have a problem with Leto in this movie other than the fact that he's Leto and he comes with the baggage of being Jared Leto.
It's not a deal breaker for me, but he's not terrible. He's not in it enough to bother me either way.
That helps.
That's another problem with the movie.
It needs more.
No, it needs resolution for Jared Leto for the character.
Yeah, I suppose so. But anyway, back to what I was saying, this is about the only movie I can stand him in. So that's praise, right?
I don't know if that's praise. It's certainly Morbin time.
I don't know. Like I kind of like the weird stilted delivery choice that he does. He's supposed to be a fucking weirdo.
I find that exhausting. I mean, like, it's I don't know, it's half a notch too far over the top for me. But yeah, that's fair. And like I said,
But then you look at like Stellar Skateboard in Dune. He's way over the fucking top, and it works because we like him. I just gotta wonder.
I would say that it works because he's good.
If Stellar Skateboard was playing this role,
if he was delivering, well, I don't know if he would be capable of delivering the lines the same way. I mean, I definitely, I think this role is a little bit of a problem in that there is kind of no resolution to it, and it's fuzzy in terms of dramatically. It's kind of fucking weird in that it's just he pops in for this one scene. What are we, 45 minutes in the movie?
Yeah, that's
something like that, and then another one, like another one 30 minutes after that, and then another one fucking 40 minutes after that. So he just kind of pops in and out, which is, you can do a supervillain that way, but you have to, I don't know, it takes something that this movie does not quite have. I think, a bunch of other actors I would have liked a lot more in this role. And I think had it been another actor, like the original casting, they went out to David Bowie, and that would have
been amazing.
Yeah, I would have been fucking all in. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if I agree.
Have you seen The Prestige? Have you seen Labyrinth?
Yes.
Have you seen Last Temptation of the Christ?
Yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
And anyway, regardless, like other actors, I think could have done this better. And I also think that had they done it better, going back to the seams in the film, there might have been more resolution to this character. I assume, and part of this is based on my knowledge of real world. Jared Leto is a giant pain in the ass to literally everyone, and I don't know how he keeps getting hired. But I think people would be less likely to cut out other actors who are much less annoying.
Do you think there was a bunch of Leto stuff cut?
I don't think there was a bunch. I think there was certainly at least a little. Like, I truly think that Harrison Ford must have wanted to murder him. Because Harrison Ford is the most no shit actor, of all time, possibly. And Jared Leto is the most completely full of shit actor of all time.
True. They are kind of yin and yang.
It's very much a fire and ice scenario. Anyway, this scene, in scale.
Real quick, I will say that Leto's character, Wallace or whatever his name is,
Neander Wallace,
takes the original Blade Runner. There's some pretty strong arguments you can make that is not actually a cyberpunk film, although it's put up there as one of the most famous. Yeah. This, I don't think, is arguable. This is a cyberpunk fucking movie. And if you didn't believe it before, you got to when he starts plugging shit into his head and controlling drones.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely true. The real short version is I find this a relatively unobjectionable Leto performance.
Which is high praise for Leto.
Yeah, which is like, this is the upper echelon of what I believe he is capable of. It's like Jordan Catalano, this, obviously Dr. Michael Morbius, the living vampire. Somewhere several notches below, the guy who gets his face busted in Fight Club, and then
something beautiful,
and then exactly one spot below that, Ares in Tron Ares.
Well, what about in
the Joker?
No.
That's way below that.
Dallas Buyers Club.
That wasn't a movie that I liked as much as seemingly a lot of people did.
I loved it. I thought the movie was okay, but I thought his performance was fantastic.
His performance in that movie was pretty good. That would also be upper echelon.
That's like top. And everything else is like, well, you were in that. All right, whatever.
Well, I think we've done enough on Leto.
So let's move on. What's the next scene? So he gives birth to a replicant.
Yeah. So we get to see anyway, Love walks in and says, there's a new model about to be born. And he gives this very stilted delivery of an angel should not enter heaven and without bearing a gift. And
I do zone out in some of his.
It makes the back of my brain itch. Some of these lines, I could totally hear Joe Turkel from the first Blade Runner, Eldon Tyrell. I could hear him delivering some of this shit, and I would accept it with good humor. I'd be like, this guy is a fucking asshole, and he knows he's a fucking asshole.
What if it was like Pete Stormare?
Stormare.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, I would have been totally happy with that casting. Shit. Or
Did I solve it?
You might have solved it. And the reason that Bowie didn't do the film is because he died.
Yeah, I knew that, unfortunately.
Apparently he was interested, but said his health wasn't great, and then a week later he was dead.
Got this thing that's going to make it hard for me to do a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing about this scene, though, is how it affects Love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's
the best part of it.
It's a very good scene for her. So,
yeah.
So we're introduced to Neander Wallace. He is blind. He has a fucking long hair. He has a Jesus Christ hair situation going on. And Love enters and says there's a new model coming out. And so he is annoying. And they go to see this new model being birthed. And it's basically a giant, sous vide Ziploc. And KY is the scenario.
Cronenberg would like it, I think.
Yeah, I think he'd be all right with it. He'd be like, this is a half measure, but okay.
This is half as much goo as I prefer, but we'll take it.
So a beautiful woman slips gooily out of a gigantic Ziploc bag. And Love plugs a little thing into Leto's head, and there are little drones circling around, and he goes on this long...
She seems afraid of the drones, I should point out.
Yeah.
That does seem like something that might have been cut out, because the drones seem to inspire fear, and we don't ever get to see why. That might be a seam.
I'm not sure... Actually, at this point, I'm not sure we ever see them again in the film, now that I think about it.
He's got them on when he's talking to Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. So he gives this speech about how every leap of civilization, and assume that that's what it is. He's trying to do a halfway to Christopher Walken, insert your pauses wherever thing.
So it's a Shatner.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, actually,
it's a Shatner Walken. Yeah. It's a Walken chat.
Yeah. So he shat all over this thing.
He shat all over this while walking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every leap of civilization is built off the backs of a disposable workforce, but we lost our stomach for slaves, unless engineered. The subtext and his tone make it clear that he would be fine with just using regular human slaves. That's cool with that.
Yeah, he would be totally fine with that.
And
Average civilization. I can't do accents today. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go kill myself.
No.
So he also explained basically that he wants to breed replicants because he's only been responsible for 9 star systems being settled, and they should cover the galaxy. And unfortunately, these things, I'm sure this scene was insane to film, given lots of accusations against Jared Leto, and the fact that it's just a naked actress covered in goo and him monologuing, and he's touching and cupping her womb.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this scene was a problem.
Gross.
Yeah. But he wants to be able to breed replicants because he can't make them fast enough. So that way his brand can help humanity cover the stars, and that procreation was Tyrell's final trick. He perfected it, and then it was lost, which is not something we have ever previously heard in a Blade Runner film. Yeah. So he knows, or at least strongly suspects, that Tyrell invented, breedable androids, and then he doesn't know how to recreate it. He can't. So that's the motivation for the bad guys for the rest of the movie. And while he's given this big long monologue, he goes ahead and guts this android with a scalpel, and it was I'm sure totally normal to film. And it's Love's job for the rest of the film to bring the child to him, because even though she never explained, Gosling was there, but
he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Also, if you're having trouble making replicants, maybe don't gut them for no fucking reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Throw up another factory or two? What do you think?
So she can't give birth. She could do something else.
I mean, yeah, that would seem like yeah. So, moving the fuck along.
Well, we did it again, folks. We talked about Blade Runner for 4 hours. So this is going to have to be a two-parter. In the meantime, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/hightechlowlife. You're welcome to email us, although we won't get to it until after the next episode because that's already been recorded. You know how this works. hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com. We're on Bluesky. We are also on Discord, hosted by the Astronomica podcast. So if you go to their website, astronomicapodcast.com, they have a link to their Discord. You can join it. You can chat with us in real time. We're on there pretty much all the time because we're losers with no life. Nah, just kidding. If you're on Discord, you're not a loser. You're cool. That's been proven recently in the news, right? Everybody on Discord's cool. Everybody loves us. Okay. See you next week, everybody, to finish out with Sean. Oh, that reminds me. Sean is seanfaust.bandcamp.com, so check him out on Bandcamp, get some of his music, help a brother out. It's good stuff. You won't be disappointed. Also, I'm sure he would like us to say, adopt, don't shop. For pets. That's it. Bye.
This has been the High Tech Low Life podcast. Find us on Bluesky at High Tech Low Life. Email us at hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com. And find us on Patreon at patreon.com/hightechlowlife. Theme music by Nihilor at nihilor.com. Thank you for listening.
Keep it moving. Come on, what are you waiting on us?
They're trashing our rights, man! They're trashing the fluid data! They're trashing! Hide the planet! Hide the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!